Hovlane was released on the 2nd of April 2012 on Nicki's second album, Pink Friday Roman Reloaded. The song was produced by Ryan and Smitty, who also appear as writing credits on the song. With Nicki, of course, and Safari, I'm assuming, so he could get royalties and afford a meal. It's the lowest streamed song on the entire album, which I find a little bit weird since it's one of the more complex in terms of lyricism on the album. Yes, it's not in the same league with Up in Flames or Freedom. I know that, both of them being on the re-up respectively, but in my opinion, it puts bees in the trap and I am your leader to sleep if you ask me, lyrically, not in any other area. The song is a perfect crossover between the two spirits on the album, being electropop and hip hop, as it uses the same synth design as on The Boys. It is safe to assume who exactly was this on the song. My plan is not to give names and stuff like that because you guys already know. And also, given the fact that Stupid Ho and Roman Reload are on the same body of work, I don't think you need that many brain cells to figure it out. The song is a clear reference to Jay-Z and how Nicki parallels herself to him in the hip-hop game. Jay-Z is known as the greatest rapper alive. He's also a billionaire as of now, around 2 billion, so no wonder Nicki projects herself that level. Mind you, the song came out in 2012, and ever since, no female rapper managed to outdo Nicki in anything, which is fucking crazy if you think about it. In a way, she prophesies her impact being as everlasting as Jay's. When the song came out, people were claiming that Nicki was dissing Jay-Z. I legit don't have any argument for or against this because I don't see how Nicki's dissing him in any way, shape, or form. The title of the song is a wordplay that started from Jay and also has different meanings. Jay calls himself Hov or Hova or Jehovah. Jehovah was one of the names that the Christianity God had in the Old Testament. Therefore, Jay propels himself above everyone else in the hip-hop game. A sort of like pseudo-god-like entity that cannot be messed with. God in the Old Testament is pictured as more vengeful and powerful than his more kind counterpart in the other scriptures. I believe that it was imperative for Nicki to consider herself an entity like Jay at that time, being the only female rapper at that time. I feel like she might have given in from the pressure and all the hate that she was receiving, and honestly the lack of support from the industry when it came to female rappers. The chorus is Nicki just saying that she's in the Hov lane and the other chick is Soul Train.
I'm in the Hov lane, I'm in the Hov lane, and you Soul Train.
The Hov lane is a high occupancy vehicle lane. Nicki alluding to the fact that no other rap chick can drive in the same lane as hers, and that of course is also in Jay-Z's lane by far. Now, when it comes to Soul Train, this could have a completely different meaning than what I'm about to analyze, but to me, it seems like the only way this metaphor could work. A soul train is usually considered to be a train that stops an emergency vehicle from reaching the person in danger. It is often associated with divine intervention with God. This keeps on circling back to the Jehovah personification that Nicki Minaj puts upon herself. She is blocking the other rap chick from reaching her destination as her career is dying. She is left to stop and stare at the train that terminated her in her tracks as time is ticking and her career is vanishing. And who sent this train? Well, Barbie God herself, of course. In Nicki's words, that's got so many meanings. It's the Hov lane, which is the fast lane on the highway, and Hov is Jay-Z, and it talks about him being a male mogul who's done so much. That's what I wanted to do. Nicki is moving at a fast pace, there's nobody to stop her, while the career of the other rap chick is left to rot. Nicki follows up with boasting about being at the Super Bowl and the Grammys, and gave us another iconic bitches my sons line, where she says, all these bitches is my sons, I'ma get 'em a nanny. As in, she got so many sons, she cannot possibly tend to all of them. My girl needs some help. Nicki also mentions her iconic multi-million-dollar Pepsi commercial in the song, which I believe to be very legendary. One of the bars that I just love on the song is, they gon' frame the receipt if I sign the dotted. Hov lane never really got any special treatment. It didn't get a music video. She only performed it on the Pink Friday Roman Reloaded tour and was forgotten ever since, unfortunately. I don't think it was ever sent to radio or anything, and it never really charted. I can't really tell if it's Roman or not on Hov lane, as it's not an overly aggressive track. To me, it sounds like Onika, and it sounds like Onika just because there's like no theatrics in her voice or her flow. Everything seems to be very Nikki, very playtime's over Nikki. Nikki also mentions the re-up on Hovlane, which is the reissue of Pink Friday Roman Reloaded, before she actually officially announced it on Twitter back in October 2012.
When I re-up on Reloaded, I'ma hurt them bad. Every shoe is hot when I'm out.
To me, Hovlane is an amazing track that still sounds timeless. It sounds radio friendly, and if Nikki put it out today, I wouldn't bat an eye that it's from 2012. And I'm pretty sure it would like do really good, especially with the song structure, because you have verse, chorus, and then verse again, so it's very radio friendly. You can follow me on Twitter at neonxblaze_, and same on TikTok.